Be warned, it's intense.
Today is October 24th, and this is going to be a big day for movies and TV shows. Not just we're getting Deliver Me From Nowhere, not just we're getting a movie directed by my boy Chris Tuckman, and I am so proud of this guy, and I'll get to this film very shortly. And of course, you got a freaking rom-com movie that nobody give a less about it. And not just we got a Chainsaw Man, but we got a new season of one of the best rom-com shows I ever seen in my life. And this might be the best rom-com period since Forgetting Shaw Marshall. That's how good this show is. And this show is my second favorite Christian Bale shows behind with The Good Place. And The Good Place will forever be my favorite Christian Bale shows. But Nobody Want This is in a close second. Hello, spooky everybody, and I hope you get your ticket ready to go see a movie today, and I hope you're staying home to watch a new season of Nobody Want This. My name is NH Studio Lounge Show, so let's talk about Nobody Want This. Oh, wait a second, we'll talk about Deliver Me From Nowhere first, and then we're going to talk about Nobody Want This for last, so sorry about the stuttering. So this movie came out in theaters today, and the box office is not looking good, to be honest, because this might be another flop from Disney. Like, can Disney get enough flop for ones? Like, first it was Brave New World, second it was Disney Snow White, and third it was Pixar Ariel, fourth it was Thunderbolt, fifth it was Tron Airy, and now Deliver Me From Nowhere. And I gotta say, at least the box office for this movie is doing a lot better than what that movie that came out 3 years ago from the same studio, from 20th Century Studio, which is none other than Amsterdam. And I'll get to that film next month for my Disney month. So yeah, so let's check out the review, shall we? So let's check it out. So yeah, alright, the audience score is up. About time. So, Deliver Me From Nowhere. This movie got a 62% on Rotten Tomatoes for the critic. Well, this morning this movie got a 61%, but I think this movie don't want to get a rotten rating. So I think Disney, have enough of these movie get a rotten rating since Tron Airy and Disney Snow White, and that's a fact. So this movie got a 62% on Rotten Tomatoes for the critic, and this movie got a 85% for the audience. That is pretty dope. And we always trust the audience because, like, come on, can we trust Rotten Tomatoes? Like, absolutely not. We're not gonna trust, we're not gonna trust Rotten Tomatoes because they are woke people. They always give some woke project like The Acolyte, She-Hulk, and Velma. They always give those two shows, except Velma, a praising review. And this is the same website who give Tron Airy a rotten rating, but yet giving Cuties a higher rating. It can show that Rotten Tomatoes are a disgusting freak, and I honestly don't trust them, and you guys shouldn't trust them either, because they're so biased and they are so stupid. And of course, when you're looking for the top critic, this movie got a 60, and when you're looking for all the audience, it got an 84. So, at least this movie is doing pretty awesome for the audience, but I can't say the same thing for the critic, to be honest. So this movie got a 6.4 out of 10. Well, let me check it out real quick. Yeah, there it is. 6.4 out of 10, everyone. 6.4 out of 10. And of course, this movie got a 61 on Megascore. Yup. Yeah, this movie doing okay. So let's check out the box office, shall we? So let's check it out. So, box office, here we go. Okay. Alright, you're not helping much. Damn it. Alright, box office prediction for Springsteen Deliver Me From Nowhere. All in the mid-teen for the opening weekend, for the ranging from $15 million to $25 million, blah blah blah. Some of the opening weekend production of around $16 million, while the other are budgeting a higher, reaching $25 million. So let me see what the budget for this movie. So here we go. Alright. Alright, okay, the budget for Deliver Me from Nowhere, this film spent $55 million. The film was a monster opening weekend for the production around $8 million to $12 million. Now, wait a second. I thought this movie. Oh, wait a second. That's the box office production, but this is the real box office we had to deal with. So the total budget is $55 million, and the North America opening production is $8 million to $12 million, and the national opening production is $8 million to $10 million, and the total global box office opening production is $16 million to $22 million. So that's your real box office for this movie, and yeah, we might find out and see if this film be a hit or flop. I hope this is not a flop, but I swear to God, if this movie is a flop, my God, Disney, you better control 20th Century Studio in the right way, because it would be just as bad as much as Amsterdam box office back in 3 years ago. And yeah, that is a fact, sadly. So yeah, I am very curious what this movie is about, and let's hope this film would not be like Tron Airy when that film came out, and a lot of people didn't like it, except the audience, because the audience really enjoy every film these days. And the box office treat that film like it even was in the Smashing Machine, and no wonder that Taylor Swift movie beat the crap out of the Dwayne Johnson movie from A24. So let's talk about Shelby, which is directed by Chris Duckmanize. I did not expect this man to make a movie, man. Oh man, this might be the very first movie that Chris Duckmanize ever directed. Oh, wait a second, let me see this guy made a movie. So he made Shelby, which is a movie that came out today. And of course, he made that 2017 movie called, I have no idea what that called. And of course, The Note from Madeline. I have no idea what those film is. So I'm just going to count Shelby as the first movie that he ever directed. And look at this guy. Look at this guy. He do looks cool. And to be honest, I'm a huge fan of Chris Duckmanize. I've been a fan of him since 2016. And I've been a fan of him. And honestly, I did not care about the Griffith said that the main reason why he's not going to win on Matter Web is because he don't want to be hard with Hollywood. Well, it's his decision. He's a filmmaker. Because when you trash a movie doing to your filmmaker, that doesn't make any sense. And yes, I already know that OK Outpost is going to call me out, going to call me so many nasty words, all because I'm defending Chris Duckmanize, which he have the right not to rant on freaking Matter Web, because not every review by Chris Duckmanize had to be a rant, you dingbat. So you guys, this movie Shelby Oak, this movie looks really scary, but in a good way at the same time. But I gotta say, which movie that you want to watch as a horror movie? If you say The Human Centipede, I'm sorry, you have lost your freaking mind. How on earth you're gonna watch The Human Centipede, but not Shelby Oak? Come on, man. Anyway, so let's check out the Rotten Tomatoes. I'm really hoping this is a fresh. Wah, 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 wah. Yep, it's 67, which not bad at all. Not bad at all indeed. So this movie got a 67% Rotten Tomato for the critic, and there was no audience yet. So we might check out the audience score on the box office video, so stay tuned for that. And when you're looking for the top critic, 33. Yeah, that's not a fresh, honestly. Rotten Tomatoes, you gotta fix your situation, you dingbat. So you guys, even the top critic absolutely hated the new Chris Duckmanize movie called Shelby Oak. But people, please support this movie, because this movie based on the true event of Chris Duckmanize saying that this movie is about a woman search for a missing sister, lead her into a terrifying mystery at the hand of the unknown evil, which that's based on the true event, and I feel bad for Chris Duckmanize years ago they had to tolerate that. And when you make a movie out of it, that is pretty dope. And 1 hour and 39 minutes, that's very short for a movie, but at the same time, at least this movie is not as short as much as a Bollywood movie by elimination. So you guys, and this movie got a 5.8 out of 10 on IMDb, which that is really bad, honestly. Like, how on earth this movie is getting bad review by the top critic and even IMDb. Guys, don't trust on IMDb and don't trust Rotten Tomatoes. Make your own opinion, make your own decision, and this movie is going to be a masterpiece. This movie is going to be underrated at the same time, because I'm a huge fan of Chris Duckmanize. And please don't tell me the main reason why that Rotten Tomatoes is trashing on this movie all because of the controversy of what Chris Duckmanize said about Matter Web. Come on, man. I'm sick and tired of these of these grifters always getting on Chris Tucker Nice, right? You always get on Grace Randolph, which you have the right to get on Grace Randolph. Like honestly, I can tolerate Grace Randolph drama, but Chris Tucker Nice drama, man, you better leave that guy alone. Like, this is his first movie, and he is so proud of him, and no wonder that Dakota is supportive of this movie. And I didn't even know Dakota described Chris Tucker Nice. Like, I've been a fan of Chris Tucker Nice before. Honestly, I've been a fan of Chris Tucker Nice, along with Black Critic Guy, before you guys, like Maya George, Maddie Cohen, Mature, and even KB Animation Studio. But Chris Tucker Nice was the only guy I do support. Along with Majoga Nugget. And speaking of Majoga Nugget, he's going to release his movies tomorrow, which I won't be watching it because I got a Halloween party to do, man. So yeah, I'm very excited for Shelby Oak. I think this movie is going to change Chris Tucker Nice as a filmmaker in the next level, because this is his first movie, and I cannot wait what next movie he is ever going to direct it. So let's check out the box office for this movie, shall we? So, I hope this movie be hit. Come on. What's that? Okay, I'll check out this one. Alright, let's check it out. Okay, what's that? Oh. Shelby Oak. So Shelby Oak is going to have $2.9 million to $2.9 million. It's a new movie. It came out 1 week, and yeah. Seriously, if that's the only thing you got, well, can't find the box office for this movie. So what about the budget? What about the budget that Chris Tucker Nice spent this movie? Well, I have no idea. Here we go. The final box office gross for Shelby Oak is not available yet, but it might be on this Sunday. As a film upcoming release, however, the box office production for the film is dramatically final gross of admitted to be around $4.5 million. Okay, Chris Tucker Nice, he getting higher, I see, but he might be the next James Cameron to make this film as a billion, which that would be pretty cool. So you guys, this movie is a perfect way to celebrate Halloween. So if you want to spend your Halloween season, go watch this movie. Don't go watch stuff We're Getting You, because who knows, I might want to watch a rom-com movie on the Halloween season, along with the River Bee from Nowhere. So Shelby Oak is one movie you should watch. So yeah, I recommend you go in the movie theater, go see a movie. A movie fan can watch a movie because it's rated R, has some blood and gore, has some foul language, so yeah, and has some nasty stuff that your parent were not going to tolerate that. So yeah, guys, so that's all Shelby Oak. So Chris Tucker Nice, not bad at all, not bad indeed. Let's talk about We're Getting You. Oh my god, this film is bombing on Rotten Tomatoes. Like honestly. This movie should have gotten a 33% on the top critic, not freaking Shelby Oak. Right? Shelby Oak is 100 times better than We're Getting You, actually. And I swear to God, if this movie did awesome at the box office and Shelby Oak would be a bomb, instead of having Chris Tucker Nice be jealous, like, this is a man, he's a movie critic, he's a director at the same time, along with Majoga Nugget, because he's a YouTuber, he's a filmmaker, so yeah. Anyway, so yeah, this movie is starring the actor from the live action How to Train Your Dragon and the actress from Ghostbusters, Frozen Empire, and Paw Patrol the Mighty movie. Like, come on, girl, is this how you follow up to Paw Patrol the Mighty movie? What in the living? And of course, you got Dave Franco. I'm not a huge fan of Dave Franco. The only good Dave Franco performance was in a disaster artist. Not a huge fan of his Lego Ninjago movie. Not a huge fan of Unfinished Business. But he might be in my top 5 worst actor I have seen, because I'm not a huge fan of Dave Franco. Yeah, I think Dave Franco is very overrated in my opinion. And I think some people would definitely agree that Dave Franco is very overrated. So let's check out the Rotten Tomatoes, shall we? Oh my goodness. What could this Rotten Tomatoes? So this movie got a 33%. Oh my god. That is just as bad as much as a top critic for Shelby Oak. I gotta say, Shelby Oak is 100 times better than this piece of monkey crap. So yeah, this movie got a 33%, which that is bad. And when you look up at the top critic, It got a 25. Oh my god, 25%. Well, this morning it was 30%. But dude, are you telling me this movie got a 25%? You gotta be kidding me, you freaking dickhead. Yeah. Are we surprised? Are we, dude? Are we freaking surprised? Like, come on, this is a freaking rom-com movie. Like, people does not want to spend the Halloween season by watching these rom-com movie. Like, these rom-com movie is just lost magic, honestly. Because this movie will not be the next Spaghetti Sean Marshall. This movie is not going to be the next of Love Actually. Because those movies have some way better rom-com movie. And I might do a video called Why the Martyr movie is still the same. I might do a why... I'm sorry. Dude, I might do a lot. I do a lot better than what that female YouTuber did, saying that Disney Wish was an AI movie. No, it is not, because it's made by animation. I'm sorry, it's made by animator, not freaking AI. You dingbat. Yeah, I'm both sorry to say dingbat and maybe a time for this video, but hey, it's for this, you know. So based on the best, dude, I'm not a huge fan of this movie based on best novel. Like, come on, look at the freaking Artemis Fowl, for crying out loud. Yeah, Artemis Fowl is the worst movie based on the bestseller book, honestly. Like, honestly, no wonder that Wonder or Harry Potter or even Lord of the Rings are way better than Twilight book, 50 Shades book, and We're Getting You book. I am not reading We're Getting book, and I am not watching this movie in theaters. Miss me on that, pass me a blunt. I am not gonna watch this movie in theaters. Instead, I'm gonna wait until this movie came out on digital when this movie bombed. So yeah, and this movie got a 6.2 out of 10 on IMDb. So let's check out the box office, shall we? Okay, the film collected a $50.1 million on the opening weekend at the North America box office, and it is a 80% and 84% less than the upcoming movies on the opening weekend. You gotta be kidding me. First, it was the Smurf 2025 flop because it had the right to flop because that film is an insult to the Spider-Verse animation. But now Paramount is having another flop? Come on, man. Oh my goodness, man. Paramount, you're so petty. So what about the budget? What about the budget? Okay, the film We're Getting You, which that was a very stupid title, have a budget of $30 million on the second movie adaptation from a novel following It End With Us. Oh, wait a second. And that's the same movie that have a controversial with Blakely Likey. No wonder that film banned in some country. Nah, just kidding. Alright, the budget for $30 million and producer from you-know-what studio. I've never heard of it, and I honestly don't give a flying monkey about it. And of course, based on the 2019 novel, which, come on, man. How on earth you going to make a movie based on a novel that came out 6 years ago? Like, that book came out 6 years ago. Come on, man, it's too late. So, yeah. And, yeah. Honestly, yeah, I think the last movie that spent the budget for $50 million, which another is In With Us. If you don't know what In With Us is, a very controversial movie starring Blakely Likey, which is a Ryan Reynolds wife movie. Like, how on earth she go to Deadpool and Wolverine at Ladypool, and now we go to that movie that Harry Thomas defend? Yeah, you gotta be careful to defend that movie because they have a huge controversial stuff, and I honestly don't want to watch it. So that's why. So yeah, guys, I don't feel bad for this movie get bad review, and Paramount, you have lost your freaking mind. Why you have? Wait a minute, is this from Paramount? I swear to God, it's Paramount. Wait a minute, guys, I'm trying to find it. Yeah, trying to find Paramount. Okay, fine. Okay, so I'll look out the Wikipedia. Yeah, it's from Paramount. Paramount. First, it was a Smurf 2025, which it was a flop, and now this movie's gonna be another flop. I would have watched Mission Impossible: The Final Awakening way better than watching this boring royal walk-on war piece of crap. And for the actor for live action How to Train Your Dragon, yeah, I would have watched that film instead of this piece of crap. So let's talk about Chainsaw Man, which is a movie that Ryan was talking about for grifters, for making fun of. Anyway, let's check out Rotten Tomatoes, shall we? Let's get that out of here. Anyway, so this movie got a 100% Rotten Tomato for the critic, and this movie got a 99% for the audience. This film completely destroyed Shelby Oak. This film destroyed Deliver Me for Nowhere, and this movie is well deserved to destroy We're Getting You because just like Shelby Oak, I highly recommend you spend your Halloween season by watching a Chainsaw Man. Seeing that guy with the chainsaw face slicing people, which that was pretty dope for the animated. For the live action, no, that's not cool. And you cannot make a live action adaptation for Chainsaw Man because you already know that Netflix really enjoy milking these live action adaptation. Not just Disney's milking these live action remake, but Netflix is trying to be like the next Disney by greenlighting a bunch of live action adaptation based on anime. Like, I am not trusting a Netflix live action adaptation for anime. Like, look at Cowboy and Bebop. Like, how on earth you go to the TV show that came out for the Adult Swim, and when you make a TV show from Netflix, man, that show looks absolutely cheap and crappy nasty. Yeah, that's my new term instead of using that cheapy lazy term. Like, that term can go fuck himself. Yeah, this movie doing excellent. So when you look at for the top all the audience, you got it 97. So I could tolerate 99. So not bad at all. So yeah, so I think this movie is doing a lot better than Deliver Me from Nowhere, a new Chris Tuckman movie called Shelby. And of course, this movie is doing a lot better than We're Getting You. And if you want to see a way better rom-com instead of this piece of crap, I recommend you stick for Nobody Want This. Like, Nobody Want This have the same rom-com like it's on a daily basis, but done it way better. Like, Christian Bale, you did excellent in this show, honestly. So, yeah, let's check out the Rotten Tomatoes, shall we? So, yeah. Alright. Get out of here. Alright, I gotta say, I would have watched this show instead of watching these generic, cliche, typical Lifetime rom-com, which nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants to see a Nettle holiday rom-com, which that is boring. So I recommend you watch this. Way better than most of rom-com movie these days. Right, We're Getting You? Screw that. So Nobody Want This, which is a TVMA for the mature audience, along with Amsterdam Season 2, which is coming out of my imagination on this Thanksgiving, because that show was starting Christian Bale as well as a lesbian. So you guys, so this show got an 87% Rotten Tomato for the critic, and this show got an 85% for the audience. I am so glad that all the audience and the critic really enjoy the heck out of the show. So let's check out the history of the show, shall we? So how many budget they made for the show? So here we go. Alright, let me see. What's this? Okay. What is it? Where's the budget? Oh well. Okay, so I'll use this. How many money that Nobody Want This did. Alright, let's check it out. You don't say anything. Ding a bud. Well, very cheap and lazy. Oh well. Anyway, so yeah, Nobody Want This, the new season on Netflix. So please don't listen what Dana Dimension said by telling you guys to cancel your Netflix subscription. Oh, else you're gonna waste your money. Like, how freaking dare he that he completely tell us to cancel the Netflix subscription? Like, just because they got cuties, which I am so glad they got removed, it deserve it big time. And just because that Trust from a show will talk about something which is really nasty, and just because they do some documentary of the waist swapping of the documentary, that doesn't mean you have to cancel your Netflix subscription. Why? Come on. What about K-pop Demon Hunter? What about Arcane? What about Cobra Kai? What about Wednesday? And what about Nobody Want This? If someone canceled the Netflix subscription, Christian Bale should be upset because she really want these people to watch her show. Like, this show is doing excellent. That's the fact this show got reward. So let's check it out, shall we? So this... Wait a minute. Anyway, so I think the show got a reward. So let's check it out, shall we? Okay, Nobody Want This. It got a nomination for Best Comedy Series. Critics' Choice Award. Adam Brooke completely won for Best Actor. And I feel bad for Christian Bale. She didn't win Best Actress. And I know Alex is going to say, well, good, because her Frozen movie sucks. Shut up. I do not want to hear your opinion on Frozen movie, because every time I hear you, your opinion on the Frozen movie, it sounds like a freaking broken record. And of course, this show got nominated for Best Comedy Series. So I don't want this video to be like 20 minutes or 30 minutes, so I'm just gonna go ahead and cut this tie here. Anyway, guys, so that was my video about these TV shows that came out today from yesterday. Delivered Me From Nowhere, Shelby, directed by my boy Chris Stuckman, which is my top 10 favorite YouTuber of all time. We're Getting You, which is a boring rom-com movie that nobody give a less about it since The Best of Me. Oh my god. And of course, that here. Anyway, so in Chainsaw Man the movie, and of course the new season of Nobody Want This. So tell me about your opinion on these on the comment section below. You think it's good, think it's bad, think it's mediocre, think it's bad, think it's a worse. So if you don't want to see Deliver Me From Nowhere, I recommend you spend your Halloween season by watching Shelby, and please give Chris Stuckman a shout out, because if I ever watch this movie, I will definitely give Chris Stuckman a shout out. Like, if I hate this movie, if I love this movie, if I think this film is okay, I'm still gonna give him a shout out. I'm still gonna give him a shout out because this is his first movie and I don't want to trash him. So just because he's not doing rant on freaking Matter Web, that doesn't mean you have to hate on this movie all because of what he said about Matter Web. Like, come on, that movie came out 1 year ago. Move the frick on. Like, how on earth that people is still focused on the past instead of the real and daily basis? Like, that's stupid. So yeah, I am so glad that October 24th is a big day for movies. And not just that, it's a big day for Kaisville Cinema, because not just we got Scoop Director's Cut, which I is bombing hard. Not just the movie itself, even the Director's Cut didn't even save it at all. It might even worse than the actual cut, forgot on it. That was stupid. And of course, Frozen, the biggest rated cut, got re-released at Kaisville Cinema, because actually, for the Halloween season, just for the sake. And of course, today, not just we got Deliver Me From Nowhere, not just we got Shelby, not just we got the boring rom-com movie that nobody give a less about it except the Legend of the Media, and of course Chainsaw Man, and of course the new season of Nobody Want This. It's going to release a Bugs Life, a scary director's cut at Kaisville Cinema. And don't worry, it's not going to be red blood, it's going to be green blood, it's going to be alien blood. So yeah, and that is the blood that the Bugs would definitely has. And that movie is going to be rated R. It's going to be a prequel to Pixar Trooper. So it's going to be a lot different than the actual cut that we got in 1998. So you guys, so not just we got all these movies came out in real life, but the Bugs Life director's cut, yeah, that came out in Kaisville Cinema. And don't worry, it's not real, it's fake. Anyway, guys, so if you enjoyed this video, if you want to see more of these people are definitely going to spend their $20 by seeing all these movies and watching TV show at the home with Christian Bale, please, I recommend you, gentlemen, you hit the spooky subscribe button, turn on the scary notification, and share the video to all the skeleton. So yeah, DVD, trying to do my catchphrase for my Looney Tune. Oh yeah, it go like this. DVD, yeah, folks. Anyway, guys, so this is NH Studio Lounge signing off in Yetios, and you have a great spooky day, everyone. It will be no review today because I got some Halloween decoration to do. And this is it. Now, goodbye.